during the cave training, there's a couple of headline skills, and one of them we have to teach is the lost line search or the lost line drill. What do we cover? What can we expect to see in that?
Again, just like the missing diver is a bit of an exercise that doesn't really happen, again, the lost line shouldn't be something that is you're expecting to happen on every dive. You know, again, it's something you do. You know, I've seen you reassure the people straight away. Hey, like, how likely is it? I mean, you wouldn't be looking at the line. Like your attention when you're watching a computer, say, or something. I mean, how long does it take to check your gas? You say, and 10 seconds, 30 seconds. Okay. That whole 30 seconds, did you just look at your computer and your gas? Or did you actually tie in and check the line and where your position was? Oh, no, maybe halfway through I looked at the line. Okay, so halfway through 30 seconds, you looked at like 15 seconds. Is there any time at all when you're swimming it will be less or more than that? No, probably not. So how can you lose a line and how far away can you be if we're only talking about a 5 or 10 or 15 second window? Not very far.
Yeah, I guess that's one of the differences between how we're training that exercise, in that we've got to meet standards. We have to make sure that you know how to do it. We'll show you a couple of searches that are appropriate for, say, Mexico versus somewhere like France. But really, I think the interesting thing is to avoid it happening in the first place, but also to talk a little bit about some of the myths, if you like. You know, I used to be taught that you get blindfolded first and then taken off the line and put somewhere. Whereas I'm thinking now, if I'm diving, if I'm in zero viz, I'm holding the line. I'm not letting go of it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to swim away from the line. So I think there's a difference, and we explain that in the series.
Yeah.
You know, what is probably more likely, and I think that's what's interesting to show.
Yeah, and the old way of teaching it, you could say, was to take that person off, spin them around, disorientate them. So there's absolutely no way they could know where that line was now and putting them down. And like you just rightly said, I mean, that isn't realistic. Nobody loses a line after spinning around 3 or 4 times. You know, what they do is just a short time they've misplaced it. It could be an equipment failure. Lights, again, is unlikely, but let's just say it was that. Then you're not going to find yourself too far away, especially if you're not doing silly things like swimming while you've lost the line. It makes no sense anyway.
Sure.
So apply common sense, and actually when you start breaking these things down and thinking about it, it's very difficult to run into these problems people perceive are problems.